Bago tayo mag-celebrate ng bagong taon, let's just look back kung ano yung mga nangyari sa taong 2024. It finally ended. Actually, speechless ako kasi I finally end 2024 with a happy heart and full of love, to be honest. Kaya speechless talaga ako, wala akong masabi. Pero just like I said, bago tayo humantong sa clips ng celebration ng New Year ko, siguro let's just go and look back muna kung ano ba talaga yung mga nangyari sa 2024. 2024 kasi it's been a tough year for me. Ang daming nangyari. At ang daming nangyari talaga, to be honest, na hindi ko talaga totally expected na mangyayari. Hindi ko totally expected na darating sa akin. Alam niyo yun? Like, it was all unexpected na para bang slowly, days is going better. Pero, not always, kasi along the way, 2024 is I lost. Actually, we lost someone, our friends, na suddenly passed away. First is nung July, second is nung October, and it was so heartbroken, to be honest. It was heartbreaking talaga. When kada maaalala ko yun, ang tanging naaalala ko lang is yung memories namin lahat na magkakasamang magkakaibigan. Actually, we're not just a friend eh. The SMB, the KTRP main, the CBC, and also the KTRP production is not just my friends. It was my family also. At it's sad to say na this was the first year, New Year, na hindi talaga kami kompleto. This was the first year na nag-Christmas din na hindi kami kompleto magtutropa. Kasi for the past 4 years, actually 3 years pala, na magkakaibigan kami talagang kompleto lahat kami. After Christmas Day, kinabukasan, gala kami. Spending a lot of time together talaga. After New Year, kinabukasan, January 1, gala kami. Ganun pa rin, spending a lot of time together. Kasi, life is too short. Enjoy every moment of your life. Diba? Yun nga yung sabi nila eh. Pero, it was so heartbreaking na noong July, nawala sa amin si Koshi. Pinag-18 lang siya, tapos, bang, bigla siya nawala. She was diagnosed with lung cancer last year, December 2023. Hindi ko na ulitin para ikwento kung bakit parang umakyat sa stage 3 yung cancer niya. Yung cause of death kasi is a lung failure na nag-lead to cardiac arrest, and to be honest, nung nalaman namin lahat yun, lahat kami parang natulala, lahat kami parang nawalan ng pag-asa na tumayo ulit at lumaban pa. Kasi to be honest, Koshi is one of our friend, or sabihin na natin parang kapatid na nga namin. Kapatid namin na talagang napaka-strong, independent, and also talagang mature. Nung una ko siya nakilala, to be honest, medyo childish siya, alam niyo yun? She was enjoying her life too much, na parang she doesn't even care kung, alam mo yun, kung mapapagalitan ba siya, kung mali ba yung ginagawa niya, parang ganun. So I decided to step up as her kuya that time, kasi nagkaroon ng tampuhan yung talaga magkapatid. By the way, shoutout sa'yo kuya, Happy New Year sa'yo kuya. Ayun, nagkaroon ng tampuhan yung magkapatid, kasi her kuya, Koshi's brother, biologically, is promised her something na he will never leaves her, whatever happened. Pero nung nagkaroon ng partner yung kuya niya, nag-live-in sila. So, kailangan na umalis ng kuya niya at iwan si Koshi. So, kaya nagtampo si Koshi. And that time, parang sabihin na natin, dumating din siya sa rebelde point of her life. Kagaya ko, kasi ako nag-rebelde din naman ako eh. And we all naranasan yung rebelde moments ng life namin. Kaya ako nag-step up as her kuya kasi parang sabi ko, hindi niya pa talaga alam totally yung tama sa mali. And he's doing a lot of bad things. Wala naman siyang bisyo, hindi siya umiinom, hindi siya nagsisigarilyo, hindi rin siya nagbe-vape o kahit ano, pero tumatakas siya. Kasi strict parents talaga siya eh. Tumatakas siya sa kanila para lang makagala kasama namin. Tinatanong namin siya kung alam ba ng parents niya, sabi niya oo. Tapos pag hinatid namin, tumakas daw. So, napagsasabihan ko madalas si Koshi na huwag ganun. Kasi, even though na we're your family, talagang brother, kuya mo yung iba dito, ate mo na din. Even though na ganun nga, still, ano pa rin eh, kailangan pa rin ng permission from your parents na, okay, sige, sama niyo yan. Ganun. Huwag kang basta tatakas kasi kung ano yung mangyari sa'yo, kung may masama mangyari sa'yo, kami mananagot doon kasi kami yung kasama mo eh. And we don't want that to happen. Kaya palaging pinagsasabihin si Koshi na huwag ganun. So every time na mag-open up sa akin si Koshi about something, talagang sa akin talaga nag-open si Koshi. Kay Kuya Carlito, hindi. Kasi kung nung ano talaga eh, nung nasa SMB pa kami, 7 lang talaga kami. Si Koshi, si Hershey, Kuya Carlito, ako, si Blake, si Ate May, and then si M. Yan, si M. 7 lang talaga kami. Originally, sa KTRP Production. Kami talaga yung original 7. And to be honest, sa akin lang talaga nag-open si Koshi kasi talaga kami dalawa talaga yung super close. Even though now we're on the same age, ang tawag niya sa akin, Kuya Heaven. Kada mag-open yun sa akin, kada may problem yun, kada nakakaramdam yun ng bigat sa nararamdaman niya, sasabihin niya sa akin, Kuya Heaven, I just want to tell something. Sabi ko, ano yun? Open mo lang, makikinig ako, and then I'll give you some advices para, diba, parang gumaan naman, ano yun, kung galit ka, bukas mo sa akin yung galit mo, murahin mo ako kung gusto mo, suntukin mo ako kung gusto mo, sapan mo ako kung gusto mo, I can take all of that pains, basta lang gumaan yung pakiramdam mo. Ayun yung ginagawa niya, to be honest. One time nga, nag-open sa akin yun, nasuntok ako nandito sa balikat. Kasi galit na galit siya, kasi bakit daw siya sinisirala ibang tao, sabi ko, ganun talaga. Nasa Philippines tayo. Nasa Pilipinas tayo. Lahat ng tao, lahat ng mata, lahat sila may masasabi sa atin. Kung ano yung itsura natin, may masasabi sila doon without knowing us. Hindi pa nila tayo kilala pero uhusgahan na agad nila tayo. Just for example, yung Carlito, maraming tato. Ano sa tingin mo yung judgment ng iba sa kanya? Ay, addict to, masamang tao to, diba? Kasi, tattoos doesn't make kasi sabi ko sa kanya, yung tattoo, it doesn't even image a bad person. Sometimes marami pang tattoo yung talagang mabuting tao eh. Diba? Sabi ko ganun. Hindi naman kasi lahat na may tattoo is bad person. So, ayun yung last moment ko kasama si Koshi is nag-apply ako ng barista dito sa Pila sa Santa Cruz, Laguna. Ayun yung last time na kasama ko siya. To be honest, tinakot ko pa sila noon kasi ayaw nila mag-seatbelt. Gamit namin yung kotse ni Elsa, ni Doritos. Gamit namin yung kotse ni Doritos ng tropa namin sa CBC. Ako nagde-drive. Automatic. Marunong ako mag-automatic, kala nyo ba? Ayaw nila mag-seatbelt. So sabi ko, ayaw nyo mag-seatbelt ha. Tinakbo ko na matuling, seatbelt sila. Kasi I just want them to be safe. Yun talaga yung isang minimake sure ko pagkasama nila. Safety talaga nila. And nung nawala si Koshi talagang, ako talaga yung pinaka nadurog. Kasi kami talaga ang dalawa yung pinaka-close sa lahat. Sa original 7, kami talagang dalawa. Parang nakakabatang kapatid yun si Koshi. To be honest, since we are the same age, parang kambal kami. Hindi kami mapag-iwalay pag magkasama kami. Alam nyo, kada may malalaman siya na nakakausap ko na girl, sabi, Kuya, ayan na yun. Go mo lang yan. Ganun. Halog-alugin ako na ganun. Tapos minsan, pag sabi ko, ay, wala namang gusto sa kanya. Sakasampalin ako na sabi ko, do your best. Gaganon sa kanya. And by the way, I miss you, Koshi. And I know, hopefully, you're proud of your kuya na, nandito na. Malayo na talaga yung dating. And yun, sorry kung naiwan ka namin. Pero mananatili ka dito. After Koshi, it was a new beginning for me kasi I turned 18 last year, August 21. To be honest, legal fucking age. Toddlers, man. Alam mo yun? It was nice turning 18 kasi yung mga tropa ko before, yung mga old friends ko nandun. So, it was complete. Like, you know, yun naman talaga yung talagang na-expect sa birthday ko. Old friends, new friends, nandun talaga. Like, damn, ano pang hihilingin mo? Andyan na yung tropa mo, di ba? Yung true friends, true homies na whatever happens, magkaaway-away man kayo, wala pa rin samaan ng loob. Like, damn, ano ba kailangan kong hilingin that time? Sabi ko, what can I expect more to happen? Ano pa yung dapat ko talagang hilingin? After my birthday, I realized na yung kulang talaga sa akin for the past 4 years of my life, na I'm a broken man, is love. Yun talaga yung missing pieces in my life. Love. Sabi ko, love will come in the right time and the right place. Hindi ko na hanapin yan. Hayaan ko nilang dumating yun sa akin. Kumbaga, let the time decides. Kumbaga, hayaan ko na lang yung oras na mag-decide kung ito na ba yung oras para sa love or hindi pa. Kung handa na ba ako or hindi pa. Kasi to be honest right now, I'm not ready to enter a new relationship again. Kasi I'm still healing from all of those traumas. Pero, no matter what happens, you know, I know how to treat a girl in the right way. I know how to let her feel what she deserves to feel. Alam ko lahat ng pasikot-sikot sa love. Kasi ang dami ko na naranasan in terms of love eh. Hindi ko na kailangan isa-isahin. And then yun, I never expected that a brand new opportunity will open up to me. Parang since nagsara yung pinto ng buhay ko, ng grade 12 student ako, nagsara yung pinto na yun, nagbukas naman yung pinto ng college year ko. Freshman year, to be honest. And God freaking damn it, man. I never expected that moment na someone will came up to me and will question me, do you want to run as a student council officer for this year? And I said, yeah, I want to. Why? I want to prove something. Alam mo yun? Kagaya ng sinabi ko, I want to prove something. Na even though I'm suffering from depression for the past 4 years of my life, alam niyo yun, I still can freaking do it. Even though na gano'n na nga yung pinagdadaanan ko. Kaya ko pa rin makatulong, kaya ko pa rin mag-contribute ng isang bagay na makakatulong sa iba. You know what I'm saying, man? Kasi I've been a 2-year leader ng isang grupo na almost 500 plus yung members, which is yung KTRP main. Talagang, I feel like yung pagiging leader is running to my veins. Ano yun? Parang yung dugo ng pagiging leader, pagiging great leader, pagiging a good leader, dumadalim siya sa ugat ko. That's why I wanted to prove something that I can freaking do it. Yung responsibilities, kaya kong panindigan. Kaya kong gawin kahit na anong mangyari. And suddenly, I expected too much. And the expectation turns into the disappointments. Natalo kami. 3 lang sa masters yung nakapasok. Ambassador and ambassadress and one of the senators. Pero, sabi ko nga yung kanina, pag may nagsarang pintuan, may magbubukas ulit. Someone came up to me again, si Ma'am Laika. And Ma'am Laika said, kung gusto ko ba sumali sa publication team. So that time, I literally have no idea kung ano ba yung publication team. Kasi talagang totally, I'm gonna start from scratch. Inaaral ko kung ano ba talaga yung nilalaman ng publication. Ano ba yung pasikot-sikot sa publication. And yung naaral ko, it's a journalist. Photojourn, making some articles, newspaper ng school. So I became, first of all, noong una, I became the secretary of the publication team, which is Lila. Liberty through language, yun po yung ibig sabihin nun. Not Lila, the between. Just kidding. So, I became the secretary of the Lila, the CCC's official campus publication. Then after nun, nung bumaba yung team leader namin, napalitan ng panibagong team leader. Inakit ako ng panibagong team leader namin sa assistant team leader. Kasi, naniniwala siya sa akin na mas kaya kong i-handle. Kumbaga parang matutulungan ko siya na i-handle yung team. Which is, yeah, I can freaking help ate na ma-handle yung team kasi I am a 2-year leader ng isang grupo. At leader pa rin ngayon ng KTRP Production. Kaya, sabi ko, I'm gonna take this position, gagawin yung responsibilities ko, and I will make myself proud, and I will make everyone proud of me once again. Yan sinabi ko. And then, time passes by. Before all of that happens, screening. Balik tayo sa pagiging running student council officer ko. I met someone named Jovel. Si Bella. And to be honest, na-meet ko siya nung screening. Screening namin. May vlog ako nun Nasa link down in description yung Laban Masters na vlog na yun. Doon ko siya totally first na-meet. To be honest, that time, wala akong pagtingin literally sa kanya. In-admire ko lang kung paano siya pumustura. Alam niyo yun? Talagang, ang ganda niya ng pumustura. Ang ganda ng forma niya. Like, it's not the type of the girl na laging, pa-sweet, pa-sexy, whatsoever. Alam niyo, maarte sa katawan. Hindi siya yung type ng girl na ganun. Like, sabi ko, grabe, angas. Sabi ko sa isipan ko nun, angas na ito Sino to? Did I already meet her? Did I know her? Kasi parang that time, I was familiarizing her kung nakita ko na ba siya. And that time, hindi ko pa nare-realize na, dati nakikita ko na siya. Kasi nung junior high siya, is junior high din ako noon. Kasi, 1 year age gap lang kami dalawa. Okay, 1 year age gap. Mas matanda rin siya sa akin. Sabi nga ng pinsan ko, ate mo na yan Sabi ko, may problema. Kung may problema ka, suntokin kita sa mukha. Just kidding. Ayun. I met Bella, and then pinapamiliarize ko kung makita ko na ba siya at kung kilala ko siya. And then, sa katagalan, nagkaroon kami ng conversation, and then, hindi ko naman expected na madidevelop ko yung love. Kasi sabi nga nila, malalaman mong genuine yung love kapag na-develop siya through friendship. Yun nga, na-develop nga through friendship. Kaya sabi ko, it was a genuine feeling. Talagang unexpected feeling. Kaya simula noon, isa na lang talaga yun nasa isip ko. Ipapanalo ko tong tao to. Kasi nung nalaman ko yung past niya, nalaman ko yung mga pinagdaanan niya, I said to myself na I'm going to make myself better and I'm gonna find my best version of me na para i-offer ko sa kanya. At para may paramdam sa kanya yung deserve niyang maramdaman. At even though na hindi naman ako, wala pa man ako sa best version of myself, natatrato ko siya ng tama na ipaparamdam ko yung deserve niyang maramdaman. Kaya sabi ko, someday, hindi naman totally mine, but I'm gonna make this girl happy. Kasi she deserves everything in this world. She deserves so much more. Okay? Kaya, ayun, shoutout sa Bella. Happy New Year. And behind all of that, so, life is slowly getting better even though na I lost someone. I lost 3 friends. Si Blake, tsaka si Kuya Carlito. They suddenly passed away too. Naalala ko na naman. Siguro end natin tong... Hindi ko may end to nang nakangiti ako eh. Baka may end ko to na luluha pa rin ako. Kasi to be honest, hindi talaga kami kompleto magtotropa. Pero, natapos ko yung taon na to na totally masaya ako at puno ng love yung life ko sa 2024 kasi I still believe that once someone leaves, someone will comes. Kumbaga pag may umalis, may darating pa rin. Much better or even more worse, hindi natin alam. Pero there is only one thing that I can say. I wish if time machine and time travel could exist, I only wish one thing. That is, I wish that if you could take me back to that specific moment of my life na nag-i-start pa lang in 2024, to avoid doing all of the mistakes na nagawa ko sa 2024, to avoid losing friends also, and to avoid losing myself again. Kasi to be honest, I lost myself again in 2024. Pero 2024 is one of the best year of my life. It's been a tough year, but there's so many lessons that I learned. And that is my wish. I wish you could take me back to that specific time na mag-i-start pa lang in 2024. And you know what? It's time to celebrate. Here we go. Kita ulit tayo mamaya. Hey! Halos na. Finish na. Ubos ng 40 pesos! Hey! Happy New Year! Yung love with somebody! Ay! Di ba pala? Isang minuto pa! Oy, gago! Dami oh. Dami. Oh. Oh. Ang daming quites. Ang dami na naman stick na daw. Ano pa? Wala na dun eh. Naman. Ayun pa oh. Buksan ko na oh. Makalabas tayo. Makalabas tayo. Hello. Wala na agad. Ito, kabila. Ayun, quites. Teka lang. Sorry, akin. Ayun, lipat tayo na. Lipat. Lipat ulit, lipat. Wala na, wala na, wala na. Bus na ang 40. Ah! 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 Meron pa dun oh. Ben! Kaya lili para mga kwitas oh. Ay, fireworks. Ay, hindi pala. Kwitas lang pala. Putang ina. Ang lakas na. Ayun, tangina mo, gago. Putang ina mo, yanig ako. Gago! Tapos na? Ikaw. Once again, this is your boy, Ven. Happy New Year, everyone. Peace out.